Valve will save VR. I have hope that this GOAT of a company will help VR out of the slump it's currently in. Mr. Gabe Newell, please don't let us down. VR is stuck in a slump. I talk a lot about that in my last video, which you should watch after this one. Anyway, besides the issues I talked about in my last video, there's another huge issue with VR, the hardware itself. When someone asks what headset to buy in the Big 2.6, it is pretty hard to give a straight answer. It completely depends on the person, whether you have a PS5 or a PC or nothing at all. It all varies. But also, what kind of games do you want to play? You also need to take that into consideration. Console exclusives are normal. There has to be a reason to choose a Switch 2 over a PlayStation or Xbox, right? The games are what sell. But VR isn't as mainstream as these big consoles. It's very, very niche. But VR has platform exclusives, which is basically a niche within a niche. My original words, not Minnie's. He copied me.
You create a scenario where you need a niche within a niche.
Meta is easily the first company that comes to mind when you think of the exclusives. Some of the best games are locked to their platform. By best games, I mean Batman and Deadpool. Now yes, there are other exclusives, but these are the first that I think of. But other developers do keep their games on other platforms. PC is another one. But PC VR exclusives are not really the same to compare. At the end of the day, an expensive machine plugged into a wall at all times will always be more powerful than a smaller handheld. There are some great games locked to PC, like Half-Life Alyx. PSVR 2 has Resident Evil? I don't even know what they have. But while keeping a game on PC is understandable, it shouldn't go beyond that. We don't need Quest games like Ori on Drift not available on PC. I want to hear little Ryan, who just woke up from his nap, scream the N-word and other racial slurs with beautiful PC graphics. Now, let's say you're looking into a headset and you only want PC VR. Then the first option to say is obviously the Valve Index. Valve released the Index back in summer of 2019. This was a great headset at the time. It was a PC VR headset for $1,000, which was expensive, but you were getting a great package. The resolution was 1440 by 1600 per eye, the controllers had full finger presence, and it had base stations to track everything. All you had to do was plug it into your PC and you could instantly start playing VR. As the years have gone on though, there have been some issues. The Index and its controllers are very, very fragile, and all the time there are things going wrong with the hardware and damages happening. The other option is the PSVR 2. You could buy an adapter to play on PC. The headset is $400, but the adapter is another $70. This is apparently the best headset to use on PC, but I couldn't tell you because I've never tried it and the only person I've seen talking about it is Minnie. There's also the cheaper option of getting the Quest 3S for $300. This gives you the benefits of standalone on top of PC VR gameplay. But speaking from experience, the PC connectivity sucks. Every time I try to play, there's some issue I need to troubleshoot. It is so annoying. This flows pretty nicely into talking about standalone play. The Quest 3S and Quest 3 are amazing headsets for that. They let you play those juicy Quest exclusives and let you play almost any other game you could imagine for VR. Most PC VR games are downscaled a little and ported to Quest, with some exceptions obviously. I personally own a Quest 2 and Quest 3S, and they are amazing. That is before I got a PC, and now they suck for when I want to play PC VR. So that's the current issue with VR headsets. But back in November, Valve showed off their new headset coming later this year called the Steam Frame. When this was originally shown off, I was mixed. It seemed cool, but a lot of things seemed really weird to me. Like there's a D-pad on the left controller. Seems weird for VR games. The showcase mostly showed off the streaming. The Steam Frame will come with a dongle you could plug into your PC and have any game in your Steam library streamed to the frame. This includes flat screen games. And since it has a dedicated dongle, the quality should be amazing and much better than AirLink, for example. This doesn't only stream PC games, because this bad boy is completely standalone as well. I'm assuming and praying that developers of their games port them from Quest to Steam Frame, because if I'm not mistaken, The Frame has a very similar chip to the Quest 3, meaning that porting games over should be pretty simple. Now, I'm also assuming that the Steam Frame will have its own exclusives, but I don't want to talk about that. The Steam Frame will be able to load APK files, meaning custom apps. But this goes even further. Using tools, people will be able to unofficially port Quest 3 exclusives like Batman and Deadpool to the Steam Frame. Now, the results can vary because, again, it is unofficial, but this is great news. Hearing this almost completely sells me on the Steam Frame because I don't want to lose my juicy games I have on my Quest, and I don't want to switch between the headsets depending on what I want to play. Having all my games on this one headset will be incredible. I believe this headset will be the recommended headset to everyone. Easy PCVR plug and play, and access to any standalone game you can imagine. And also, just a cool little side thing, any game you buy on the Steam Frame, you'll also be able to play on PCVR because you're buying it through Steam. All this with an amazing display with pancake lenses and finger tracking, which I think looks cool. Obviously, the Quest exclusives won't support it since the game was not made with the finger tracking in mind, but you will still get it for Steam Frame made games. I'm a lot more excited for this thing to launch. I can't wait to see the reviews and learn everything about it. This headset will genuinely be the VR headset for everything and everyone, and I can't wait. Mr. Valve, Mr. Newell, don't let us down. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I always try to improve at least one thing with each video. I hope you all have a great day, and take care. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? If you watched to the very end, thank you very much. I truly do appreciate it. I'm just getting closer and closer to monetization because of that. So thank you. I just want to say this video was delayed quite a bit, delayed a week because of spring break, and then delayed an extra day because I was too lazy to actually put it together. And I'm not proud of that. This isn't my best work. I want to try and provide work that I'm proud of. And this video could have been way better. I went through a lot of changes, a lot of rewrites for the script, and I just couldn't find anything that felt like it was super, super good. And to be honest, I'm kind of running out of a lot of ideas because not a lot's going on right now with VR. So hopefully I can kind of keep getting inspiration from Mini Battle Lop with some of his ideas because he actually has helped me out a little bit. I haven't copied him, but I've gotten inspiration watching this video. I'm like, oh, I could do something kind of talking about that, but also talk about this. So hopefully that guy keeps farming out videos. I love y'all. Mwah.